Hi, I'm Kate. Welcome to Blooms in the Yard. This video is a little bit different. It's a little furniture redo I did a little bit ago, garden related. Basically, old dated kitchen cubbies that would have been used over a desk becomes country-chic potting bench in the garage. I hope you enjoy it. A couple of years ago, my friend sent me a text with a picture of this cabinet, and she was asking if anybody wanted it for free. My wheels instantly started spinning, and I'm like, okay, how can I use this? Because I have a hard time passing up free furniture, and I can be pretty creative and come up with uses for it. You might recognize this as a cabinet that goes over a desk in a kitchen. And I have a particular aversion to these. I think that they're such a waste of space in the kitchen. Like, who wants to sit in the kitchen working at a desk? It just seems crazy to me. We had one of these when I was a teenager. Our house was built in the 90s and it was really popular then. And it was just always a mess with all of the bills. I really don't care for these. But I instantly thought the little cubbies would be perfect for garden tools. So I decided that I would like to make this into like a potting area in my garage. I knew that I wanted to make the doors have chicken wire. I didn't know how I would accomplish it, but that was just kind of the look that I knew I wanted to go for. I ended up being able to cut out the middle section using a drill and a jigsaw, and then I sanded it down. I primed and painted, and I did sand it again because I wanted to have that kind of distressed, used, lived-in feel. And then I just attached the chicken wire to the inside of the doors with a staple gun. Then I went searching at a thrift store for some sort of cabinet to put underneath it, and I'm so happy with what I found, mostly because it's really big. It's nice and tall, so it's a good counter height for me. And when I bought this, it was all wood. So I decided I would paint the bottom to match the upper cabinet and then leave the top wood. It had these wood knobs, so I just kept the wood knobs the color that they were. I like the way these knobs are like kind of big and clunky, but I wasn't able to find anything quite right, so I just got some plain old wooden knobs for the top cabinet to kind of pull it together. I hung the upper cabinet pretty high on the wall. Like, probably if someone moved here, they would be like, why did she hang it so high? I had two reasons. First of all, I'm tall, so I can use all that vertical space and I can reach things. And second of all, I wanted to have room to put a big pot or like a vase of flowers or something on the counter. And so if the cabinet was too low, I noticed that things were not going to be fitting under there the way that I wanted them to. I really wanted it to have this feel like it would have been in Country Living magazine in like the 1980s with these clunky wooden knobs. Just that blue color kind of makes me think of something that maybe would have been in Country Living a long time ago. I can let this area get a little bit messier than I would like it to, so I did decide today that I would go ahead and clean it out and make it pretty again. I've been accumulating some kind of uglier stuff in upper cabinets like blood meal and this kind of stuff, and I just wanted to have pretty pots and I can store the less pretty things somewhere less obvious. Every space, I feel like every once in a while you just need to go in and clean it out and organize it, and so that's what I decided to do today. When I used to sew, the same thing would happen with my craft room. It would get to be a horrible mess while I was busy on projects and being creative, and then it gets to the point where it's so bad that you're like, okay, my next project is to make this area look pretty again. The more flat cubby areas work really well for saucers, for pots, and the drawers in the lower cabinet, I have things stored in there like sprinklers, nozzles, gloves, and then some wire, the stuff that I don't want to show as much. One of the cubbies I have dedicated to plant labels, so whenever I buy a new plant and I put it in the ground, cut off the label, and then it's like, where do I put it? Instead of them laying all over the garage or getting thrown in the trash, they all go into that one cubby, and then every few months I clean that out. I rinse off all the labels and tape them into a notebook. As we're coming into winter, this is the perfect time to clean up spaces like this, or I'm hoping that this video will maybe inspire you guys to, take up a project like this to work on a garden area where you can store things, or maybe pot some plants, or just something fun that kind of helps you feel connected to that inner gardener while you're inside this winter. I did get this really big black, it's like metal, and I don't even know what you would call it. It's not a basket, obviously, but it's really large, and I thought that it would be good for sort of collecting things in. And I also think it would be good for when I'm potting, so that instead of the dirt going everywhere, it'll kind of stay in this large black container. This is not a different day, but the layers are just shedding as the afternoon progresses on. I would love it if we could just only have beautiful things, but in real life, I do need a place to put my potting mix and nozzles and yard waste bags, and so those go down below this under cabinet. I'd love to just have big pots under there, but this is more than just a pretty space, it's also a functional space. When I first bought this bottom cabinet, it did not have that middle foot, and it bowed down pretty bad. And so I actually just cut a piece of wood and attached it, painted it to match, and you'd never know that it wasn't always there, and now it doesn't dip down in the middle. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Good luck with your winter projects.